Good morning and welcome back to a new vlog series. I'm back. It has been a good 5 months since I posted. Hello, welcome to my channel if you're new here. I am Emma J. Moorcroft. I'm a women's health and fitness coach, fat loss, body confidence, transformation, specialising in women's confidence mostly, and I'm also a menopause support coach. Helping ladies in their late 30s and beyond, helping them feel their best. Anyway, it has been a while. I'm very ill. I'm masking how I look like shit. Wow. I'm masking how joyful I actually am. I feel so run down, but today is day one of me documenting. So yeah, here I am feeling a bit cheerier than what I have been. Just making my breakfast, I'm having some oats, and then I'm sitting down to do client check-ins. So where have I been? The last sort of 4 and a bit months, I've been working at maintenance. So I finished my photo shoot, which would have been the last video you would have seen. And then I went into maintenance, Christmas, all that good stuff. And now we're here, we are in a fat loss phase. And I've also started working with my coach today as well. I've become so busy with extra in-person stuff like Pilates. I've started doing group PT, which it's not new, but I've added more classes as well. So yeah, my diary's become very full, and working with lots of ladies online, either in one-to-one or my membership as well. So I thought I need someone to take care of me, and this is where we're at. So she's going to help me prep for my photo shoot, and we're going to continue the journey beyond the photo shoot, and yeah, just getting me to a place where I just feel my best all year round. So that's that. I'm just defrosting some frozen fruit. I'm having some, what am I having? Some oats, some protein, and a bit of Biscoff. Okie doke. So I'm currently 9 weeks out from my photo shoot, and I did very much intend on documenting my maintenance, and I did pick up the camera a few times, but I don't know, I just got really bored. And I know it's so important to share with you, but I CBA. But here we are. I will do better next time, I say a million times. So the past, as I said, few months, I've been working on maintenance, been focused on building more muscle, which I feel like I've achieved. I feel like I'm back to where I was pre-surgery, which is a good place because I'd lost a lot of muscle towards the end of, oh my God, I don't even know what year we're on. Towards the end of last year, because obviously I wasn't training that much. I was rehabbing a lot. I'm still rehabbing with my back. As we know, that's a forever, lifelong condition. I'm now qualified in my Pilates instructing as well. So that's a lot of my face-to-face stuff. So I've been loving that. And since I last picked up the camera, I also invested in my own studio. And at the same time, I haven't announced this to Instagram yet, I've also pulled out. Very, very sad times, but the right decision because I wasn't able to have it at the opening hours that I wanted. I need to be able to open my studio at 6 a.m. But the guidance I was given was I need to open it at 7:30 a.m. and I run PT and classes in that hour and a half slot, so it wouldn't have worked out for me. Sad times, but I think what I'm focused on now is just packing out those classes a little bit more, continuing to invest in my knowledge. I'm currently doing another qualification at the moment. I'm doing my bar qualification, which is ballet fitness. Still continue with all my online stuff. You know me, I am a jack of everything, but also the best at everything. I just love everything health and fitness, and I just want to be able to help women in all areas of their life, whether that be online or in person with training and classes, etc. So yeah, I'm still looking for another studio, but I'm thinking about getting a unit instead because there's more scope to make it bigger, better. I'm not going to be constricted to opening times because it'll be on an industrial estate, and yeah, I think it'll just work out so much better. And there's more scope to add more equipment there in terms of like if I wanted to have more of a strength area rather than just having free weights. I've got the ability to add other things as well. So yeah, that's where we're at. I'm just going to quickly add some water to this. So yeah, if you're new here, give me a subscribe, give me a thumbs up, let me know where you are, and I hope you enjoyed the video. So of course, I'm going to be documenting the next 9 weeks and beyond. Oh, it's hot. I just got back from a walk with Maya. I've been stuck in bed all weekend because my cough's been just so bad. I've managed to do just under 5,000 steps with her this morning. Very slow walk, a walk that normally takes me probably about 30 minutes. It took me about an hour. The cough is just shit. So of course Maya's back with the interruptions. Okay, can't be too mad at her. It was my Purdy and Fig delivery. I keep forgetting to cancel this. Every time it gets delivered, I'm like, fuck, I should have cancelled it. And I thought I did. But let's see what the smells are. Can't remember what I was just saying. But let's do a little unboxing. So what have we got? Lemon and marjoram. Clearly butchered that. Just smells like lemon. That's nice. Sea fennel and salt. That's a bit of me. I think these probably smell better once I mix them with water. And what we got? Peppermint and eucalyptus. This is probably going to be amazing, and I bet it's going to be my favourite. Yeah, that's lovely. Gorgeous. Okay, salt to my oats as per. Do not judge until you try. I'm off to eat this. I'm going to do some check-ins. Haven't been able to do much like online work the last 2 days, as in content, because I have just been hanging out of my arse. So I need to get that done today as well. Yeah, so here we are. So here's to day one. Okay, so I think today is going to turn into a little bit of what I eat in a day. I'm just making myself some sausages as a snack. It is mid-morning. It is, well, I say mid-morning, it's about 10 to 12, but I'm not quite ready for lunch. So I'm having some sausages as a snack. Can you see if you can get me some Linda McCartney sausages? The freezers. If there's no, if the freezer's not open, some tofu instead.
Tofu?
Yeah, but Linda's first.
We're just going to put this in a bag.
Oh, maybe best take a little bag. Probably stronger.
Squash, Linda McCartney sausages, tofu. Okay.
Thank you. Bye. I'm just knees deep in check-ins at the moment. The girls are smashing it. So there's a number of them doing the photo shoot with me on the 14th of June. And I've also just had my calories and everything through from my coach. So steps to stay the same. She's actually reduced my calories more than what I was tracking, which I kind of expected. We have got a sharp deadline and I've been dieting for the last 4 weeks and there's not really been much movement. So we've reduced my calories. Where I'd increased my cardio last week, I'd only done 250 calories, which is what I was doing anyway. And I planned on doing the rest, but then I got a bit sick midweek. So I was putting it off thinking I was going to feel better. And then I didn't get any of it done anyway. But she's taken my cardio off me, just left it as 250. Yeah, so here we are. So I do need to do a food shop. Shay's just picking me up some emergency protein for my lunch. I'm having 4 Richmond sausages right now as a snack. I struggle recently because where I work late in the evenings, whether that's my acting class on a Monday night, I don't get home until 9:30, or Tuesdays and Thursdays, I get home about 8:20, and Fridays, I get home about 20 to 8. I'm finding it hard to manage my calories around that. It's been a real struggle. So I'm going to test out some new, what's the right word? I'm going to trial new methods this week. So previously I've tried eating before I go, but then I'm starving when I get back, or eat when I get back, but I'm so hungry, I keep eating. and then I end up having to adjust my calories for the rest of the week. So I don't have acting tonight. I got PT tomorrow. So I'm going to trial either having a bowl of oats before I go and then eating when I get back, or the other way around. So we'll see how that goes. My core, my back, my rib cage, everything is so sore from coughing. I do apologise. Like, it's all sore around here. My temperature's definitely come down, but like I'm just so achy at the minute. It feels horrendous. I've cancelled my birthday with my girlfriends this weekend. I wasn't quite feeling it anyway, and that's really not like me. I celebrate my birthday twice a year. This was the first one. So yeah, and then being ill on top of that, I was just like, I'm gonna postpone it. Haven't decided when I'm gonna postpone it, but I do have, can't remember if I said, I booked Alicante for my birthday as an extreme day trip, but it's for 2 days, 1 night. We fly out at 10 o'clock in the morning on a Monday, and then we fly home, I think, at 7:30 p.m. from Alicante. So we get home about 9:30 on the Tuesday, which is really, really freaking exciting. So I've got that in 3 weeks today. So with the very much drop in calories, it'll be interesting to see where I am in 3 weeks' time. I've also asked my coach to plan my training program. Normally, whenever I'm with any coach, I do my own training. Not since, well, yeah, since bodybuilding days. When I was bikini prepping, I was following my coach's programs then, but when I've had coaches since, I've done my own training. But I've said, no, factor it in for me. I just don't want to have to think about anything. And that's where I am. And it's so nice just having it all taken off my plate. I'm also a squash whore as well. We've run out of squash. I'm currently drinking a flavoured vitamin C in very small portions. Shay's gone to the shop to get squash. So that's where we are. I will dehydrate if I have no squash. Okay, sausages are cooked. So literally 4 Richmond sausages and a little bit of brown sauce. I love these sausages. They don't have much protein in them though, but they're delicious. The freezer in the co-op next to us is dead. So no Linda McCartney's the other day. So I had to get these. So I'm just finishing them off now. So I'm going to eat these, back to check-ins. Oh my God, it's gone down the wrong way. And then I'm going to have a fajita mix and potatoes a little bit later. And I also need to start planning my outfits for Alicante because we're not taking any luggage because we're only there for 1 night, just a backpack. So I need a cute daytime outfit. Hopefully the weather will be good, with maybe a bikini underneath, and then that can kind of like cross over until the evening outfit as well, and the following day outfit. So that's exciting. So I can bring you along to Alicante. We've decided that we're going to go on holidays at the end of the year as well. We did decide that we weren't going on holidays this year, but we've decided we really, really need a holiday, like a big holiday. So we're not doing our European travels this year, which sucks. Maybe we might change our mind, I don't know. But at the minute, it's a no. And it'll be the 4th year where we would have gone to Europe with Maya in the car. So it's quite sad that we're not going. But I'm hoping maybe the end of the year we can do something like Jamaica, or I would love to go back to the Dominican or Mexico again, but maybe like try a different area. I'd also really like to do somewhere like Vietnam, but I don't know what their like weather times are out there. And it is bloody freezing, so I put my cardigan on and go and eat this, and I'll catch you at my next meal. Okay, I'm back in the kitchen. It is actually dinner time now. I've got my Linda McCartney's in the air fryer, got all my veggies here, so I'm gonna get chopping and make my lunch with you. Still feeling rough as a duck's arse, so always have the same veg and the same sort of protein sources because it makes life easier, guys. And don't you want to make life easier? If you're in a fat loss phase, repeat meals you love. I suppose I'm very much of an anomaly because I do tend to fixate on certain foods, certain meals for long periods of time. But even so, this method works for my clients where they'll pick 2 to 3 meals that they can rotate for their lunches, for their dinners. You don't have to keep reinventing the wheel every single meal. That's just going to cause more stress that you need to find more ingredients, more recipes, more food prep, and it's draining. Unless you're someone who has all the time in the world, that's probably not going to work for you. So stop stressing about the fact that you need to find a million different meals and just double down on the meals that you love. So I'm making my current food obsession, which I'm going to have for dinner as well. It is a fajita seasoning mix. Now, I wasn't able to get the one that I love at the moment. It's the barbecue one, which I'm loving. I've got tomato and red pepper one. This is actually quite spicy as well, but that's what I've got. And then red onion, garlic, mushrooms, red pepper, courgette, spinach, and green beans. My veg. You might be thinking, fuck Emma, that is a lot of veg. But I have it at every meal, twice a day, for the last 15 years. Since I started making my own food properly for when I went to work in the bank as a little baby banker, I've always kind of had the same veg, and I've always kind of paired it with tin tomatoes, and I'm not having tin tomatoes today, I'm having tomato puree. So as you can tell, I do get fixations for a very long time, and if you love it, why wouldn't you repeat it? I'm throwing that over there is because we've got like a garbage disposal, so I just throw it into the sink. And plus, it's very low volume, meaning you're going to eat a lot of it for a small amount. And I'm also adding some shredded lettuce and some cucumber. Now, if you've watched my previous vlogs, you know I had a problem with lettuce last year. So I started buying ready washed shredded lettuce. Basically last year I bought an iceberg lettuce and there were bugs in it. So many bugs. It was disgusting. And yeah, it literally gave me the ick. I was mortified. So I buy washed in the bag lettuce now. So yeah, so I'm still feeling shit. Just repeating myself. Anything that you guys want to see throughout this little fat loss phase prep, let me know. I'm always happy to kind of share, you know, everything with you. So you know the highs, the lows. And the last 4 weeks have been really hard because I've been putting in the work and I've just not really seen the return on that. I'm so sorry. Jesus Christ. And it was another reason as to why that I've started working with my coach again. I worked with my coach before. We work well together. And the reason why I've gone back is because it is hard mindset-wise when you are coaching yourself. And it's not that I can't, but when I'm so busy elsewhere in my life and I've got so much going on with work, I don't want to have to think about whether I've made enough progress this week. I don't have to think about any of that stuff. I share my updates and everything with my clients and on my stories, etc. But I don't want to be the one to make the decision as to whether I need to drop my calories or increase something, because as a self-coach, normally, and I've done this to myself in the past, I would either diet myself harder when I didn't need to, or I'd be a little bit too lenient on myself. So that's the benefits of having a coach. They're always going to be objective. They're always going to have your best at heart, but they're also going to push you as well. And that's what I want. I want to be pushed in the right ways and just felt supported, basically. I send her my food, every single meal I make, I send it over to her just so I've got that extra accountability. And this is exactly what I get my clients to do as well. It just kind of makes you show up more. So little tip, even if you're not in a place where you can invest in a coach, send your food, like screenshots of your food, of your MFP or actual meals made, to your friends, because showing what you're having is such a massive accountability tool. So I haven't had green beans in months. I normally get frozen green beans, but when I was in Lidl's, I picked up these fine green beans. So I'm just going to add a little sprinkle of these. Nothing drastic, just a little bit, just to add a little bit of contrast to my meal. But yeah, I'm super excited. Ow, bugger, whacked my knee. I'm super excited because normally when I do a photo shoot, it's normally kind of linked to either like going on holidays or Christmas, or there's normally some sort of like event after it, and there's no event after this. So I'm really excited about that. Just to kind of continue pushing, see where I am by the 14th of June. Whether I continue the cuts for like an extra 4 weeks, I don't know, we'll see. But as I said, Shay and I are talking about going on holidays towards the end of the year. So maybe just like push the cut a little bit longer and then sit at maintenance for a period and then do like a little tidy up before we go on holidays. Just want to show you all my veg. That is all mine, guys. So I will pair that with some tomato puree, this fajita mix, and lettuce and cucumber, oh, and potatoes. I'm gonna chop those up, yeah. 200 grams of potatoes. I was gonna air fry them, but it's gonna be quicker to put them in the microwave now because my sausages are still, I'm cooking 2 packets of sausages in the air fryer. And I've got my holiday with my mum this year as well, which I haven't booked yet. Not sure where we're going, maybe Greece, don't know, probably Greece, you know what I'm like. Kind of want to go to a different Greek island. So I've been looking at Crete, Kos, where was the other one? Can't remember the other one, but yeah. So lots to look forward to this year, considering I wasn't doing any holidays. Now I am. Got my 2-dayer in Alicante. I'll have a holiday with my mum, holiday with Shay. I was supposed to be going away with the girls. I don't think that's happening now, but I would like to kind of do another sort of like extreme day trip to maybe like Malaga, so Marbella, because it flies out of Cardiff as well. So I'm going to cook this and then I'll show you my food. Nearly didn't show you my meal, and I've actually just tipped it down my top. Already started to dig into it, but it is huge. So I've got my lettuce, my cucumber with a little bit of soy sauce, my potatoes, and my fajita veg mix. Let me just show. Yum! Okay, so not necessarily a meal, but I have chopped up some cucumber and I am eating that. That's either going to give you the ick or you're going to think, I like the sound of crunching. I've just finished client check-ins and I'm going to set up a new lady who's just started one-to-one. Partially set up anyway. We're on her assessment week, so just waiting to see what her food looks like. Ooh, drop that. But I'm going to set her some habits and have a little, oh, fucking hell. Oh, that's going to have to go down the sink. And set her a step goal, partial step goal anyway. So yeah, going to be doing that in a second. And I think I'm probably going to have another lie down. Can't remember if I just said, but I have already had a cheeky little half hour after my meal earlier, just because I was feeling so rough. It is 4 o'clock and I just a really random message. It's 4 o'clock and I still need to get to Sainsbury's, pick up my yoghurt. I'll have 2 more meals, which is my yoghurt and the same meal as what I just had now. So I need to pick up some extra lettuce as well. And I need to get a better ton of steps in. I'm only on, it's 5,700. So I need to get in another 9,300. Wish me luck. And I'm back in the kitchen. I'm about to have a Pepsi Max and I've got my big meal on, which is my tea. It is only about 5 o'clock. It'll be ready in about 17 minutes. Haven't gone to the shop yet and I didn't really nap. I just kind of lied there, couldn't really fall asleep, but still giving my body that rest it needs. I've also got my sausages done for tomorrow, and I know the way I eat is probably not going to be the same as other people watching this. I'm very much aware of that. I'm a bit of a anomaly. But the things I am eating, they can be really adaptable in terms of meals. Like this meal, as an example, I could swap out the tomato puree, or keep the tomato puree, add tin tomatoes, add some curry powder, dollop of yogurt. We've got a curry. Swap the potatoes out for rice. Got rice and curry. I could swap the sausages out for mince and I could swap the potatoes out for pasta. But the base of the meal always kind of stays the same. You just swap things out to make other meals. And I'm going to share my new calories with you, but just as a reminder, what I eat and how I eat is not going to be applicable to you. First of all, I am vegan. Second of all, I've got 15 years of strength training under my belt. I'm also a certain height, certain current weight, X, Y, and Z. So it won't transfer to someone else. I'm currently eating 1,650 calories, and this is day 1 of those calories. But yes, I mean, you can be consistent, you can have a little bit of what you want, but you do have to make compromises. And it does suck, but what we have to remember is fat loss is not for life. It's done in phases. It's done in phases to allow for enjoyment. You shouldn't be in fat loss forever. You know, you spend most of your time at maintenance. Now, as soon as I come out of this fat loss phase, I will go back to maintenance. And my goal this year was to spend more time in maintenance than it was to spend in a fat loss phase. So just putting that here now as a reminder of myself later down the line. So yeah, just chatting shit now, and I bet hopefully you enjoy chatting shit with me. What was the other thing I wanted to talk to you about? I'm currently still on, I've only actually done an extra 200 steps in comparison to where I was earlier. Hopefully I'll get about 1,000 or so walking around when I got to Sainsbury's shortly, and then I'm going to join Shay and Maya on their evening walk. But if I don't hit my steps today, I'm not precious, because I still feel like shit. I'll catch them up later in the week as I get better. So yes, that's where we're at. Once this is cooked, I don't have any lettuce because obviously I haven't been to the shop yet, but I will pack it out with more cucumber, and I've also added more courgette as well. Good afternoon. We are back in kitchen El Emma, if that's even a thing, and I'm making lunch. I forgot to show you my snack last night, which is just a yogurt bowl, you know, nothing fancy. You would have seen them plenty before on my videos before. I'm just making myself the same lunch as yesterday. I realised that the fajita mix I was using, the tomato one, it said chilli, and it didn't click to me that it would be spicy chilli, and I couldn't understand why I wasn't enjoying the meal as much. So when I went to Sainsbury's last night, I picked up the one that I love, which is smoky barbecue. So yum. So I'm making myself, same as yesterday, making Shay some chicken, sausage and egg buns, and feeling a little bit better today. Cold, cough hasn't gone. To be honest, the cold is not the problem, it's the cough, and it's fucking irritating. It kept me up quite a lot last night. The cough has finally broke, so it's like a bit crackly, but it's still very much there. But I'm feeling good. Stuck to everything yesterday, all the new protocols set by Coach, and we're on to a good day today. So I was contemplating whether to go down the gym this afternoon to get some steps in, just to kind of get out of the house. I feel like, because I spent my entire weekend in bed, haven't really, aside from seeing my clients in classes, I haven't really seen people. So I'm contemplating going down there to just jump on the treadmill, do some stretching. We will see. I didn't hit my steps yesterday, but that's fine. I knew I wasn't going to. I was only about 2k short, but I didn't want to force myself getting the rest in. So I know I'll make those up as the week progresses, but I'm already on nearly 8,000 steps today already, and it's only 12 o'clock. So that is good. What else did this update you on? Been looking at my holidays with my mum. So I think I've kind of narrowed it down. It could be either Santorini again. I did do a vlog on Santorini in my last vlog series, so go check that out. Or Crete, or potentially Portugal. I've found some really good deals in Portugal, so I'm waiting for my mum to get back to me. So that will be in Albufeira, so we shall see. It's very exciting. And that's about it. Nothing new. Did PT this morning. Client support. Walked Maya. And here we are. It's basically going to be rinse and repeat. These days might look quite similar, but I think that's really important to share. Like, fat loss is not exciting. There's nothing out of the ordinary. It's just eating a little bit less than what you normally would. And I think a lot of people get confused by that. They think it's like this big change in diet. It's not. It's just whatever you are eating, but a little bit less, and just making sure that you're hitting your protein goals and, you know, bulking out your meals like I spoke to you about yesterday. I also managed to get some more lettuce. So this is like 50p cheaper in Lidl's. Definitely getting more there this week. But I'm excited. Like, I wasn't feeling excited until now. So I'm really excited. Pre-cooked sausages from yesterday. I was supposed to have 3, but I ended up eating 1 about half an hour ago because I'm feeling quite peckish today. But yeah, it's gonna be yum. An exciting few weeks. Excited to see my body change, to maintain the muscle mass. Good afternoon. It is the next day and I've just booked a little holiday. I am buzzing. So it's not actually a proper holiday. I'm doing an extreme day trip to Alicante for my birthday. I'm buzzing. It is 2 days, 1 night. So fly out on the morning and then fly home the following day in the evening. So it's a little bit longer than an extreme day trip, but you know, basically it's extreme. So I'm buzzing for that. I was thinking about doing it yesterday and I was like, oh, I'll just wait till the weekend. I'll see how I feel. And then I was in the coffee shop earlier and I was like, nah, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. And there was like 2 seats left as well, so buzzing for that. Just having a little snack now, having a little like pizza toast thingy-majig, slice of bread with some vegan chicken. I think my cough has gone to my nose now as well, so I'm a bit nasally. Cheese and spring onion and tomato puree. Looking forward, and I'll put some brown sauce on top. Then I'm just gonna have literally like a little 20-minute get my head down because, again, didn't sleep very well last night. It's 4 o'clock. I'm gonna eat this, have a 20-minute nap, and then write up my Pilates plan for tomorrow. Then I've got boot camp this evening, teaching, and then a nice early night before Pilates. 2 back-to-back classes tomorrow, both full, thank you, and then a boot camp straight after. So 3.5 weeks until I go to Alicante, so that's giving me like a proper boost, a proper kick up the arse. Not that I have not been doing what I've needed to be doing, but like a yes, fuck yes sort of thing. I'm currently doing 800 cardio calories at the moment. Only done 100 so far this week. So my plan is to get some cardio calories in later and then Saturday and Sunday. And I haven't trained. I did train yesterday. I did a little bit of upper body. Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Not training today just because I feel a bit more coffee. And we'll see how I feel tomorrow. Hopefully I'll feel a bit better. But my weight finally dropped and I'm sitting now at 59.9. I started this cut at 60.3. So in nearly 4 weeks, I'm only 0.4 down, which sounds crazy. It did drop to 59.5. I think it was on like week 1. And then it's just been bouncing around 60 to 60.1 the last 3 weeks. So things are moving in that direction. I felt quite snatched this morning. Haven't done my check-in photos. I'm going to do those on Sunday, which will document the end of the first 4 weeks, and hopefully you might see some movement / some changes in my shape. Oop, my cheese is going to be rock solid. Vegan cheese is not as good as, oh, it looks good, normal cheese. I'm going to put the chicken on the wrong way around. I meant to put the vegan chicken on underneath the cheese, but I forgot to do so. 1 sec, there we go. Nom, brown sauce. So I'm gonna head upstairs to my little nap. Apologies for the coughing. So freaking good. Yeah, so I kind of wanted to just like give you a different environment because I really appreciate probably the first 10 minutes of this vlog was me sitting in my office. I meant to pick up my camera in the coffee shop earlier, but the waitress came over to me. She said, oh, no filming. No filming. But I'd already filmed
myself booking my trip. So, oops. Also, still not finished painting. I'm such a bad DIYer. Started that painting back in September last year. Need to get that done. So I'm going to be a naughty girl and eat my toast in bed. My pizza toast. And then film my Pilates. And yeah, I haven't really spoken about my Pilates stuff much. And I got a lot of juice to catch you up on that, which I will once I get changed. I'm out of breath from walking up 2 flights of stairs. Once I get up from my nap and I get changed into my gym kit and start planning my lesson plan for tomorrow. Good morning, team. I am back in the land of the living. It is Monday, the 20th of April. Just making my lunch, and yeah, I just kind of wanted to sign off this video. I'm hoping to get this out ASAP so I can start back with my weekly vlogs. But my clients and I, we've just locked in our shoot location, so we are doing a beach shoot and sand dunes, all very exciting. I've been talking to the photographer this morning. I booked to have more time with her, just to make sure that we've got enough time, basically. So we're looking at about 4, maybe 5 hours for the shoot. I've booked 4 hours, but if we need more time on the day, we've got that flexibility because she's booked out her day for us, basically, which is exciting. I'm currently on day 38 of my cycle. My tummy has just started cramping like fuck. Yay me. I can't remember if I told you, but I was having like really bad cycles, like they were knocking me out. Just horrific pain. They were very long. So I think I went up to like 47 days, I can't remember. And I went to the GP because I thought it might have been my codeine that I take for my back because that can interrupt your cycles. I have high prolactin as well. Wasn't that at all. Ooh, got a bit of mould. Sorry. I had my test then retaken and they said my prolactin's gone back to normal. So they don't know what's caused it. So they think it could be PCOS. I don't know, I'm not convinced. I don't feel like I present with the symptoms of PCOS. They said it can come on later on in life, and that's just that, basically. When I was about 20, I would suffer really bad from bloating, tummy bloating, and at the time they said I had 1 polycystic ovary, but it was nothing to be concerned of, but then I've never had any problems since. And at the time, my diet was awful as well, so I was very, very, upon reflection, I'm very confident that I was causing the bloating myself. So we shall see. Still waiting for my scan. I think I had my appointment like 3 months ago, so it's taken a while, to say the least. I've run out of some ingredients, which sucks, so I think I might add some more potatoes. I have no lettuce, and I have no potatoes, mushrooms, and I have no peppers, garlic, or spinach, or green beans. So I've run out of quite a few little bits. Food shop tomorrow. So I thought I'd wrap it up here. I've done a week with my coach, seen some movement. Now, she did reduce my calories lower than what I was on. So, you know, there's no wonder why I've seen some movement. And I've seen a 1.4 kilo drop this past week. Now, at one point when I was dieting myself, I did drop down to 59.3, and then it just kind of went back up and hovered at kind of like 60.5. When I started with my coach, I was 60.5, and now I am 59.1. So the goal is to kind of get into the 58s this coming week. I've got my birthday on Sunday. No actual plans yet, just waiting for Shay to let me know if we're doing anything. And then the week after, I'm going to Alicante for 2 days. So I'm banking calories this week, 150 calories each day. He's coming back from Malaga today, so hopefully I'll get some insight in the next couple of days in terms of what we do for my birthday. I have a feeling I know what he'll say. Oh, let's go to Signor Valentino's, which is our favourite Italian. And last year I went to Bristol and we went for like brunch in, oh my God, it was Clifton, and it was so lovely. Absolutely loved it. I don't know whether to suggest that we do that again on Saturday because the weather's nice. Take Maya, walk around the the downs up there. And then I'll be banking calories from next week to go towards Monday and Tuesday, which I don't like to do because it's a bit mismatched. So let me try and explain this. We've got this week. This week finishes on Sunday the 26th, and then week commencing Monday the 27th of April through to May the 3rd, which is the Sunday. I'm going to bank calories that week for Alicante on Monday the 4th, Tuesday the 5th. It's a bit weird, but that's what I'm going to do because I don't like to have an event and then bank after, because the chances are I could end up going out on that weekend or something crops up and I need those bank calories for that. So it all turns out I haven't banked anything. I hope that makes sense. But anyway, thank you for tuning in here. If you're new here, give me a subscribe, hit that like button, drop a comment below, let me know where you are, and I'll see you in the next one.